welcome everyone tonight to TMGeek, episode 51, season 2, our final episode of the season. I'm your host, Kevin, the Philosopher Boss. We are here for one reason, a championship match. I am joined on the desk, by the one and only Apex, Abel DeLu. How are you, my friend?
I am so looking forward to this, buddy. Also, it's great seeing you back in the hosting chair. It's been a while. Been trying to set this up for months, it feels like, but it's finally happening. We are here. This is going to be a barn burner of a match.
So excited. Antonio Chavez comes out of nowhere. Well, I don't think he came out of nowhere.
But he did come out the woodwork, man. People had a couple people pegged. He was a little lower on that echelon, I think. He just ran through it like a buzzsaw. Great to see.
Absolutely. The number 6 rank in the tournament this year, and came in. I think his record was, a little above 500. He is now 7-2. He's got 5 TKOs, a knockout on his record.
Not against lowly opposition either. Beating the likes of like Brittany Tapley, Robert Kastner, Tyler Burt. Those are some heavy hitters. So yeah, he's got he's proven a lot, but he's got something to prove here tonight.
Absolutely, against one Joe Farrelly, who is managed by David Garcia Alonso. Again, another competitor who is not to be taken lightly, but them two together, champions in many leagues. But Joe, the champion since the very beginning of TMGeek, and we're proud to have him here. He is 7-0, 5 TKOs. So Joe putting his title on the line here tonight. And so let's get him in here, man. I'm so excited to talk to these guys. And so here we go. The champ. We'll talk to him first. He's, like I said, 7-0, 5 TKOs with the Spaniard. How are you, fellas?
Well, I'm doing good. And you're right. You're absolutely right. Antonio is not to be taken lightly because the players he beat to get here were probably the 3 players, apart from my good friend here, are the 3 players that were probably pegged to win this tournament. And David knows this. This season, I'm on a bit of a journey. I have one thing I want to accomplish this season. See, here, this little column here is the current titles I have. This column here are the 2 titles I don't have. No one knows what's going on with this one. It's on a pause, so I'm leaving it out for them. But this, onto singles, if you saw the free-for-all that dropped last night, I had the title shot. And Hunter knows the title match is coming. So I'm not going to give up the first one I ever owned, the first one I ever had. Because I want all 7 at the same time. That's what I want. I have 5, and I want all 7. And I'm going to go for it. Someone's streak is going tonight. Antonio's been on a hell of a run. But I'll be damned if it's my streak that's going.
That's right.
That is some heavy game talk right there. Talking about 7 rings is what he wants to own. David, what do you think about those aspirations?
I think it's possible. And as one of the people that actually owns one of the belts on that list, I think he could do it. I think he very well could do it. Here's the thing. There's a movie that came out recently that's probably going to be eligible soon. And I'm going to give a little homage to it. Kevin, can you riddle me this? Thomas Scully, Robert Parker, and David Garcia. Do you happen to know what those 3 people have in common?
No.
I think I do.
Those are the only 3 people
to have beaten Joe?
The only 3 people that have beaten Joe in a geek match. The only person to have beaten Joe Farrelly in a geek championship match, it's me. And I will have really, really like to stay that way, because that's an honor that I carry with most pride. Antonio, I really like your story. We have been there before. An underdog coming into a tournament packed of great competitors. You came in victory after victory after victory, really impressive, and you come in here in the season finale to play against the undefeated champion. We've been there. We did that.
It's kind of like a Rocky movie.
And we also know how it ends, though.
Who doesn't like Rocky movies?
Do you remember how it ended, Joe?
I remember how Rocky ended. It was fandom eligible for a very long time.
So you are not going against Brittany. You're not going against Robert. You're not even going against me. You are going against the opening night trivia teams champion, the Fandom Fight singles champion, the Fandom Fight teams champion. You are going against the opening night trivia free-for-all winner and the undefeated TMGeek champion. You are great.
All the accolades.
You did awesome in the tournament, but it ends here. And I don't care what Hunter says. He's probably going to hype you up. But I think you already lost to Joe twice.
All righty. Well,
all right.
Seems like they're ready for war.
Yes, sir. They're bringing it to battle. So we'll drop these fellas to the back. Good luck, champ. And we'll bring forward 7-2, 5 TKOs, 1 knockout. He is Antonio, the assassin, Chavez, with his manager, the hitman, Hunter Shambles. How are you guys?
Antonio, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. I just don't know how to follow that. Especially because I'm the opposite of a shit talker. So I'm like, okay.
Antonio, I'm gonna give you a visual prize that you're going for. Let that sink in. This is yours. Now, David can say all he wants, talk all he wants. We let our actions speak louder than our words. Mm-hmm. Tonight, his action will be the new TMGeek champion. We prepared for this. We are ready to go to war. And I'm ready to see a fantastic match. I know what Joe can do, but I also know his weaknesses. Antonio, go in there, kick ass, and get that belt.
I'll leave it at that.
Wow. Everyone here seems primed and ready. Yeah. I don't know how you feel, Kev, but I'm getting hyped up.
Hey, so, I've been hyped since before I even got off work today. So let's go ahead and get this match started. Thank you, Hunter. We'll drop you to the back. We'll bring forward Joe, and we'll get this match underway. Let's get some rules going. 5 rounds to a championship for the TMGeek Championship of the World. 50-plus points possible in this championship match. 3 repeats, 1 challenge per competitor. Please keep your hands on screen throughout the match. Speak loudly, write legibly. Round-by-round breakdown. Round 1, you get 10 points per round, plus a perfect round bonus opportunity. Joe knows that very well. Round 2, 10 points possible, plus any steal opportunities. Round 3, 10 points possible in the deep cut round. So you'll get 5 questions in whatever wheel spin category I spin. Round 4, 10 points possible in the revenge of the wheel round. So 5 questions in whatever wheel spin we get there. And no multiple choice. So we'll explain that. And then round 5 is just our standard round 3. Category by number, so we'll get to that when we get there. A lot of rounds. So round 1 though, 10 plus points possible, 10 random geek questions, each question worth 1 point. A perfect round does trigger that bonus question. Please remember, keep your hands on screen. 3 repeats, 1 challenge per competitor. Are you guys ready? Do you have any questions?
Nope, just wish good luck to Antonio and let's do this.
Yeah, good luck to you as well, and yeah, let's get this underway.
All right. I say good luck to you guys as well. And as usual, I will take the even numbered questions. My cohort Abel, I'm going to ask you to take.
I just want to say I brought out a special custom beer. It's called the Decennium Falcon. And
nice.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. And good luck, fellas. And like I said, I will take the even number questions. I'll pass the odd number questions over to Abel. So good luck, and may the match begin.
All righty. So the first question comes in the realm of Middle Earth. Feely and Keely notice how many horses missing, which leads them to the trolls in The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey.
Asking these guys to count right off the bat.
Now it's really kicked off.
Yeah.
With that first question.
You found my weakness, math.
We'll see how much math you had to do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
Start with the champ, Joe.
I believe it was Daisy, Bungo, Minty, and Myrtle, 4.
And Ant-Man.
Cut that by half, 2.
2 is correct.
Antonio strikes first. And we move to category number 2, which is Star Trek. Star Trek. In what Star Trek movie do we find the USS Saratoga?
Now, Kevin, you asked me to write some championship level questions. Let's see how they fare.
Indeed.
Cutting
5,
deep.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down. And we'll start with Ant-Man.
I was trying to finish Undiscovered Country, but I didn't get it.
All right, Joe.
Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home is the correct answer. So we are now tied and no perfect rounds in this championship match.
Question number 3 is an animated geek movies. Your question is as follows. What is the name of the version of Emmett who is from an alternate future in the Lego Movie 2, the second part? Now, were you a Lego kid, Kevin?
Oh, you know
Legos?
I've got some Legos back here right
Still
now.
Still Lego kid.
Yeah?
I like that.
Still Lego. Yeah. 5,
Love that.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
I'm going over to Joe first.
I didn't count the middle names, but Rex, Machete, Ninja Star, Danger Vest.
And Antonio.
I just went because I know it's pretty much just Chris Pratt as a person. So.
Knowing their humor in that movie.
We're looking for Rex, no middle names withstanding Danger Vest. Good job.
I do like the addition of the middle names, though. Nice touch. All right, so we'll move on to the DCEU as Joe takes a 2-1 lead. In Shazam, what is the name of the lair where the wizard Shazam resides?
Now, Kevin, your room could be construed as a lair.
So it's nice and except it's hot as hell in here. Like
layers could be hot. No.
Picture layers as like
as a layer
cool and like dank.
So like dank. That's fair enough.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We'll go start with Ant-Man.
I could be mixing it with something totally different. The Rock of Eternity?
And Joe.
Rock of Eternity.
Okay. Rock of Eternity is correct.
As we move on, careen into your 5th question, which is in the category of Marvel movies. How many directors have directed multiple movies in the X-Men franchise?
Mormon.
Antonio complaining about having to do math on that first question, coming up with the answer 2.
Mormon. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down.
Mr. Farrelly.
2.
And Antonio.
I'm saying 6.
There was 2.
Oh, shit. Yeah, what was the question again? I just wanted to hear it again.
Bryan Singer, James Mangold.
Yeah, how many directors have directed multiple movies in the X-Men
my
franchise?
God, yeah, all right. No, brain fart. All right.
Which is 4-2.
Took me a while to remember Mangold, embarrassingly.
Sorry about that. All right. So moving to the next category. Yeah, a lot of people forget James Mangold. Sorry. Transformers is your next category, the Transformers franchise. Who voices the Fallen in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen?
Now, as I understand it, you're a big fan of these, Kevin? Big fan.
That was you, actually. If I remember right.
No, I hate these movies. They've just worked out well for me in the past.
I hate you for making me right about these movies.
That's fair.
4,
I get that a lot.
2, 1, pins down. Let's start with Antonio.
True story. I walk out of this movie. John Rhys Davis.
And Joe.
Antonio, your horror-loving manager should have got this for you. Tony Todd.
Tony Todd is the correct answer.
Everyone say it with me. Candyman.
Candyman.
Question number 7 before we summon any unwelcome guests.
Mm-hmm.
In adventure fantasy is your next category. In Back to the Future, what is needed to power the Mr. Fusion energy reactor? Time travel, funny thing in movies, huh, Kev? Where would you travel to? Any point in time?
Probably like the Middle Ages. 5,
Woof.
4,
Terrible choice.
3, 2, 1. Pins down.
I'll start with Joe on this one.
Plutonium.
And Antonio.
Oh, I was sure you were talking about Back to the Future Part 2. I was talking about like the banana peel plus the can with the shit in it.
So I'm tempted to take Antonio's answer. We can definitely not take Joe's answer.
No, I was going to change it at the end because Mr. Fusion's introduced at the end of the movie.
The answer is waste, garbage, trash, anything of that nature. We do see him put a banana peel and a can in there. So,
you give Antonio the point. I'm not challenging it.
So I would give Antonio that point.
I was going to change my answer to garbage anyway. I didn't have time.
Yeah. All right. So we will award Antonio that point. All right. So the score now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 3. 5 to 3. Joe is in the lead. All right. Moving on to category number 8. Category number 8 is Star Wars. Category of Star Wars. In The Empire Strikes Back, what place does Yoda describe as a, quote, domain of evil?
Now, Kevin, your room could be construed as a domain of evil.
Now that is true because this is also where I work. So there are many days I spend like from
just absolutely despising that place.
Time I go to sleep in here. So definitely those days. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down. We'll start with Antonio.
The cave where Luke fights Vader.
Joe.
Yeah, cave.
All right, you both had cave. I'll give you that. The tree cave.
Cave or tree?
That was a true question for some reason.
The cave. Remember your failure at the cave.
Yeah.
And then it's your second to last question because I can't stand that other word. Wizarding World. Wizarding World is the category. What is the full name of the Minister of Magic who replaces Cornelius Fudge in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince? Straight to the board on this one, both of them. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. I like the way you said Cornelius. You like really emphasize every syllable.
Cannot have any screw ups in this.
That's right.
This caliber of a match. Let's be honest. It's my second language, remember? So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
I'll start with Joe on this one.
Rufus Scrimgeour.
And Antonio.
Rufus Scrimgeour.
Yes, sir. Good job. That is correct on both counts.
Points all around. And we move to our 10th and final question in round number 1, which, as always, comes in plot synopsis. I'll give you the plot synopsis of a geek-eligible film, TMGeek eligible film, and you'll give me the film. Here we go. Excuse me. On their way to a wedding, the main characters are instead forced to negotiate a peace treaty with an uneasy alliance. When it is discovered that the new leader of this shaky ally is actually a clone of the main character, a battle for life or death ensues to save Earth.
I was playing that little game where you look at the people to see when they start writing.
How fast was it?
That's always good fun. Joe is about, I would say, like just a little over halfway through.
Joe's a monster. Damn.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ends down. All right. Antonio's saving his.
I got nothing.
All right. So Antonio's got nothing. Joe, what you got?
Star Trek Nemesis.
It is Star Trek Nemesis. Great job. All right.
Tom Hardy.
So we finish up round number 1, Joe, with 8 big points. Antonio, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Antonio with 5. Holding on to those repeats. Let's see how that
It's
going to be a long match, so it might be wise.
That is true. It's a 5-round match, so 8-5. You're only down. He's only down 3. Definitely a
hard fought round 1, I'd say.
Strategic. Oh, for sure. Let's go ahead and talk about round number 2. You wanted to give us the rules for round number 2, Abel?
Why not? We'll get a wheel up here. The wheel has a bunch of different categories. Each of those categories have 5 questions, which will be worth 2 points, unless you go to multiple choice, which then reduces it down to 1 point. Now, be aware, your opponent can steal when you miss a question. The first time you spin the wheel, you get a category. You do not like it, you want to spin again, you can. But the second time around, you got to stick with that category that fateful wheel bestows upon you. Let's see how it goes. Joe is in the lead, I believe, so he gets to decide first or second. Maybe want to bring his manager in.
We will bring in David. And here it comes. There we go. All right, so David and Joe will discuss if you want to go first or second, since you have
David.
Actually, first, I'm going to give you the. I'm sorry, I'm totally off here. I'm going to give you the
categories
on the wheel. Yes, thank you.
Like they haven't been studying them.
Yeah, exactly. But the folks at home definitely want to know what's on this wheel. So what is on the wheel? I'm not going to tell you what each person put on the wheel, but there's no spinners or opponent's choice, as you can tell. So on the wheel tonight is Batman films, DC, the Chris's, Middle Earth, Mixed Bag, movie release dates, Star Wars, and Wizarding World. All right. So now you guys may discuss whether you'd like to spin first or defer to your opponent.
I think David knows what I want to do. I'm going to spin first.
All right. Joe wants to spin
strategy time. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yep, absolutely. He wants to keep his foot on the pedal and see if he can keep this lead. So Joe's first spin is in. And it lands on, it's very close, the Chris's. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to talk about it, or a couple seconds.
Minutes. Well,
I was about to say, that is a long time, isn't it? I'll give you some time to talk about it, though.
You mean figuratively.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got Star Trek, Thor, some Avengers movies. There's a couple of mixed bag in there. You know, I'm not angry with anything on this wheel, so I think we can afford to spin again.
All right, Joe.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. I know you got to be silent.
Joe using his mulligan, and we're going with the spin again. So
yeah.
Whatever it lands on.
Wait.
Nope.
David, I can't hear David. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, David. Oh, yeah. He's
using silent,
I think.
Yeah. Can you drop the banner bit?
David's in a silent film. David looks like he's doing Spanish rendition of the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. I'm waiting for the boogers to come off his nose.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. No, yo, put some method acting into it.
Yeah, no, I think it's just you may have to drop out, David, and come back in. But I
think also at some point we're gonna have to either spin again or take it.
Yeah, no, that's I understand. I just want him to be able to talk to us.
Maybe you predicted it. It was going to be a couple minutes.
Yeah, I did predict it. You're right.
Give you guys about an hour.
So do you want to wait until he gets back to talk to him about this?
I'm saying let's jump in if he's not back in the next.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. All right, I can snip this. It's no big deal. If I need to.
Cut that.
All right. Well, since we're cutting anyway, how you boys doing?
Yo, Kevin, apologies for Freddie Freeman leaving you guys for LA.
Hey, we got Kenley Jansen, so that's I feel like that's actually a fair deal.
Sports talk.
No, right in the middle of the match. Maybe having some computer or phone issue.
Joe, who'd you guys draw in the Champions League?
Real Madrid.
Oh, well, how do you feel?
Yeah, we beat them last year.
That's true. Yeah, and it's not like a very reinvigorated side either.
Just
See them against Barcelona, bro. As soon as Benzema's gone, they're toothless. So yeah, should be good.
I'll just move around 26 minutes. And then
I saw both Havertz and Werner play against my country tonight. They were doing really well. Havertz, he's
all right. David's back in, so I'm gonna count it back. Can we hear you, David?
Okay. Hello. Hi.
Yeah.
Dave, yes or no? Spin again.
Let me count you back in.
Okay.
Let me count us back in, and then that way I can have a place to snip this, and then we'll move forward. All right. So 5, 4, 3.
Yeah.
All right. So Joe and his manager are going to discuss the Chris's. So go ahead now, Joe, with David.
I think we can afford to spin again.
Yeah, I think we can go fish. There is only like maybe 1 or 2 maybe that are a little worse, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll spin again.
Okay, gonna spin again. Here we go with your mulligan spin. Whatever it lands on, you will keep. And as the wheel turns and glitches, and it's gonna land on DC Detective Comics. All
Take
right.
your time. Take your time. Use multiple choice if you need. You have a 3-point lead. It's fine.
Yeah. Nice one.
All right. So we'll drop it back out. Thank you, David. And I will read the first group of questioning to Joe, starting with DC. Are you ready, Joe?
Yep.
And Antonio, don't forget you do have the option for for steals. And Joe, don't forget you have the option for multiple choice. It does go to 1 point. And both players have all 3 repeats and their challenge. All right, here we go, guys. Question number 1 in the category of DC. At the beginning of Jonah Hex, what order does Jonah Hex refuse to act out, causing him to defect from Turnbull?
I think I know. I'll go multiple choice. Play it safe.
Multiple choice. Is it A, burning down a hospital, B, blowing up an orphanage, C, robbing a bank, or D, assassinating the United States president?
A, final answer.
A, burning down a hospital is correct for 1 point.
It's good on him to not burn down a hospital.
Yeah.
Come on, don't do that stuff.
I agree. That's a good move.
And they got to burn himself.
Question 2. In Watchmen, what is the name of Adrian's base located in Antarctica?
I've had this before. Multiple choice. No one
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, Alexandria, B, Babylon, C, Karnak, or D, Constantinople?
Karnak, final answer.
Karnak is the correct answer for 1 point. All right. Joe using some multiple choice to navigate his way here. Let's see how it goes with question number 3. What famous book does Michael Jr. read throughout the film Road to Perdition?
The Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger is the correct answer. No hesitation there by Joe.
Quick on a draw on that one.
All right. Excellent job. Absolutely. All right. Your penultimate question in the category of DC. In Constantine, what is the name of the mental institution Isabel is at before she dies?
I just watched this.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Joe's going to use his first repeat of the match. All right. penultimate question in the category of DC, round 2. In Constantine, what is the name of the mental institution Isabel is at before she dies?
It's getting mildly confused with a Marvel mental institution. It's Raven's Car Hospital. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Excellent usage of the JTE rule there. All right.
Also, don't get your mental hospitals confused.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. No.
Sticky situation.
Marvel has a very similar sounding one.
I did that once, and I went and saw my mom instead of my sister. Anyway,
Yep.
All right. Question number 5, your final question in DC. In Superman Returns, what does Jason throw at Lex Luthor's henchmen, killing him, aboard Lex Luthor's yacht to essentially prove that he is Superman's son?
A piano. Final answer.
Piano is the correct answer for 2 more points. So after that first couple of questions, Joe cleans house. All 5 questions, 2, 4, 6, 8 points for Joe in round number 2 for a clean 16-5 lead over the Ant-Man.
No scripts on the table.
We will move on to Antonio's spin. Let's bring that wheel back up. And let's bring the Huntman in. All right. So you guys know how it works. Hunter, you want to go ahead and talk to him before we get to the spin?
No, he doesn't, clearly.
He doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
He missed Tony Todd. He's furious.
He missed Tony Todd. He's mad. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that was weird.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, that's fine. Okay. Antonio, great round, man. All right, gotta stay focused because if we do well here, we'll be 1 point behind Joe going into round 3. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, spin that wheel.
All right, here we go. Spinning the wheel. The only thing not available is DC. Here we go. Ooh. Mixed bag. The mixed bag. So I'll let you guys talk about that.
I think we know what we want to do. Antonio, you want to spin again?
I just feel like there's 2 other things I could get that are worse than this. That's why I'm like...
Oh, okay.
And also, I feel like...
Problem is, you can never tell what question is going to pop up.
Yeah, but I don't think it actually would be as... well, yeah, you're right. I don't know.
I mean, it's up to you, but I would say spin again because, again, it's mixed bag. So you're kind of leaving it up to chance.
I really feel like I know what's going to show up next, but all right, spin again.
Antonio got a gut feeling, but here we go.
Tell my reaction if I'm correct.
I think I have some sort of an idea.
Antonio says go for the spin. The spin is in, and unless it lands on DC, we'll stay with whatever it lands. Movie release dates. It'll be movie release dates for Antonio. So
all right. Listen to the questions. Take your time. Take a breath, and then answer. All right? Multiple choice is an option. You have repeats. You got this, man.
All right, so we'll drop Hunter. And, okay, thank you, babe. And Abel, if you don't mind taking these round 2 questions in MRD.
I don't mind. This is my favorite category.
I was about to say, this is all you, buddy.
All righty, Antonio, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Question number 1 in movie release dates. How many movies theatrically released in the year 1994 were based on comic books or graphic novels? You could say this entire round is a math round.
Yeah.
This is super true. Yeah.
Multiple choice isn't going to help. 2.
2 is incorrect, so we'll go over to Joe for the 2-point steal. Joe, how many movies theatrically released in the year 1994 were based on comic books or graphic novels?
Should double check that mixed bag list. 3.
3 is also incorrect. We were heading towards the right answer. It was 4. It was The Crow, The Mask, The Shadow, and Time Cop.
Time Cop.
Time Cop would have definitely threw me off.
Time Cop coming back to bite again. All right.
So no points there, no steals either. Question number 2. What was the first year to see the release of both a Superman movie as well as a Middle-earth film?
Five, 4, 3.
2013.
2013 is incorrect, I'm afraid. So I'll go over to Joe Farrelly. Joe, what was the first year to see the release of both a Superman movie as well as a Middle-earth film?
1978.
1978 is correct. The Ralph Bakshi movie.
Again, about that damn animated movie.
Tripping Ant-Man up.
Yeah.
2 points still. Move over to question number 3. Almost halfway through this round. The year 2002 saw the release of what 2 comic book movie sequels? There's a lot of 2s in that question.
222. 5, 4.
Spider-Man 2 and X2.
That is incorrect. So I'll go back to your opponent. Joe, the year 2002 saw the release of what 2 comic book movie sequels?
Men in Black 2 and Blade 2.
Those are the ones we were looking for.
Yeah.
Because I believe Spider-Man 2, 2004, X2, 2003. So
Yep. Spider-Man 2004.
around there.
That is indeed correct.
All righty. Then we'll go over to your 4th question, Antonio. What year was Red Sonja released?
Fuck. Oh, multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, 1984, B, 1985, C, 1986, or D, 1987.
86.
That is again incorrect, I'm afraid. So I'll go back to Joe with your question and answers. What year was Red Sonja released? Was it A, 1984, B, 1985, C, 1986, or D, 1987?
I don't want to throw my competitor a free challenge, but I don't think this is on the list, so I'll just guess 1987.
It was B, 1985. If
You can challenge it, but I can. I'll be happy to pull it up and show you right now.
It is on the list. Yeah.
All right. Bet.
Under Marvel. Yeah.
It's not really on the list, but yeah, it is on the list.
So we will move on to your 5th and final question, which is as follows. What year did we see a geek-allable film be the conclusion of an epic TV show? We also saw the 4th installment of a series of book adaptations, and we saw the 3rd installment in a prequel series.
Yeah, can you repeat that first part? Well, repeat the whole thing again. So.
It is a wordy question.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. I heard
we'll do.
I don't mind giving him a free one.
Okay.
What year did we see a geek-eligible film be the conclusion of an epic TV show? We also saw a movie be the 4th installment of a series of book adaptations, and a movie be the 3rd installment in a prequel series.
Multiple choice. It helps anyway.
And your multiple choices as follows. A, 1994. B, 2005. C, 2009. Or D, 2018.
2005.
It hit him like a brick.
2005.
Serenity.
Serenity.
I was like, that's an epic TV show, one season. But all right, yeah, you're right.
Kind of epic. That's all in the eye of the beholder. But as we finish up round 2, I have a score of 20-6. I don't know if you have the same.
That is what I have, and that is what Lillian has as
A
well.
tough respin for Antonio.
Indeed. But we do have the deep cut round and the revenge of the wheel round. So let's see if Antonio can make up some ground here.
Lots of games still to go.
Absolutely. So 3 more rounds to go. So let's pull up the third round, and I'll give you the rules. 10 points possible in this round. This is your deep cut round. Questions are worth 2 points. No multiple choice or steals in this round. 5 questions on 1 wheel spin. There are no respins. Both competitors will answer the spun category at the same time via your whiteboards. You have a 1 out of 3 chance for the wheel to spin in your favor because I have put all three wheels. All 3 movies. Excuse me, as I'm trying to pull up this deep cut wheel. I've put all 3 films on here 3 times each. And so it looks all nice, and it's better than it just being like one big block of each. So the movies on the wheel for tonight, and again, I'm not telling you guys at home or you guys sitting here who put what on the wheel, but you each know what you put on the wheel. But the on the wheel tonight, nonetheless, is Teen Titans Go to the Movies, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and The Phantom. So as you can see, that is just on here 3 times, and the wheel has been primed. So we will give the wheel a big spin. I'm going to let it just chill for 1 second just so there aren't any glitches. And here we go. 1 big spin, and everybody's...
A nice eclectic selection of movies there.
No, right? This is an interesting one, I will say. We've had some interesting... And it is Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
All right, good game.
my favorite movie of all time.
It is an excellent.
It is my favorite Lord of the Rings, but still.
Since this is your favorite, Abel, why don't you take us away with your first question in Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers? Which
I would be honored to.
Yeah.
Your first question is as follows. When we first arrive in Rohan, what is the name of the horse that Eothane and his sister are being saddled upon? Horse name.
I see David's face in the back. That's awesome. That made my whole day right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
I will go to Antonio first.
This is where it goes completely off the rails. Bill.
Ooh,
Bill the pony. That's a different horse. Joe.
It's in these subtitles to get it, but Garolf.
Garolf is correct.
2 big points.
That's why I always watch it with subtitles.
Yep. This game forces you to watch things with subtitles.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Now,
I'm still trying to learn the name of that device from No Way Home for the next couple of when it comes eligible.
Question number 2. Question number 2 in this.
Speaking of subtitles, let me hit you with this one. Yeah.
Oh no.
This is going to be.
Speak Elvish.
No. That's not that bad. But finish this quote from Éomer. Too long have you watched my sister blank looking for 7 words.
Now, I don't mean to brag, Kevin, but I got this in testing.
You nailed this in testing. Like, I was shocked when I looked at my phone and I was like, wow, that's impressive. Not that I'm shocked that you hit it. I'm shocked that
I was probably just as shocked as you.
I'm shocked that you didn't study for this and you still nailed it. I give you guys some extra time just because it's a 7-word.
Thank you.
A 7-word.
I have to come up with 7 words, which is almost math.
5, 4. Yeah, it's almost math. 3, 2, 1 pins down. Let's go to Antonio. What you got?
I was going to say like a dog thirsty for some water.
Joe.
Too long have you haunted our steps?
Too long have you haunted her steps? 2 points.
Verbatim. Verbatim. All righty. Your third question here. How far does Gollum tell Frodo and Sam that Orcses go around the dead marshes that he is helping them through?
I had to write it like Orcses.
Orcses. Filthy hobbits.
Filthy Orcses.
Did you do a good Schmeagol impression, Kev?
No.
Come on, break it out.
Lillian just says no before I even give an answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
I'll start with Joe this time.
They go round for miles and miles.
And Antonio.
I said around the block.
Just around the block. Could be miles and miles. You know how big this block is. But yeah, miles and miles is correct.
Wow.
Man. Wow. Okay. All
Someone
right.
seen the movie.
Yep. A couple times. For sure. For sure. All right. Question number 4. What are the names of Theoden's 2 military second-in-commands?
One of them is not Jenny from the block.
You're nearing knockout territory. We'll see after this question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. And we'll start with Antonio.
I just wanted to write something. I know it's not wrong. Correct. I put Aemir as 1.
All right, Joe.
Hammer and gambling.
Hammer and gambling are the correct answers. For 2 more points.
Those are the ones. And then your final question in this deep cut of a movie. To which forest near the Shire does Merry relate the Forest of the Ents? And I need a very specific description that Merry gives of
Oh,
this.
really? You do? Okay. But I might as well use it. Please repeat the question.
Antonio.
I'll repeat it for you. To which forest near the Shire does Merry relate the Forest of the Ents? And again, I need the specific description that Merry gives at that point. Because this is a deep cut after all.
These are deep cuts, yeah.
We'll not just accept any old forest from a place that
I think like the first time I did this round, it was like way too easy. And
Oh, the
then,
Back to the Future 3, yeah.
yeah, remember that? And then I was like, from now on, I'm doing these, I'm making these friggin' hard. So
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, deep cuts kill you.
I'm like, shit, this is not my favorite movie anymore.
To be fair, Kevin, you first had like lambda spread as an answer here.
yeah, though it was a backup answer. So that
I
is
would have got that one.
that is
Honestly.
it. That is it. To be fair, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins.
Alrighty, Antonio, you come up with.
You know, I went with the joke answer. Sherwood Forest, where Robin Hood hangs with his merry men.
Could have been the one. Joe Farrelly.
The Old Forest on the borders of Buckland.
And your winner, and still TMGeek champion of the world, Joe Hot Fuzz Farrelly. Looking for the old forest on the borders of Buckland.
Yeah, we're looking for the answer that Joe gave us.
That Joe
which is
gave.
pretty much the entire
I
time.
mean, as he has been all night. So, Antonio, just not your night, buddy. We're gonna drop you to the back and bring up David. And we're going to have a chat with the champ. 8-0. Still rocking it. I think you'd probably be like 20-0 if I let you play more. What are you thinking?
First off, I don't think that any of that match was reflective of how Antonio's played. You just have to watch the matches he played in that tournament to see the level he can play at. You know, his round one was very good, very close. He just got undone by 2 wheel spins. You know, mixed bag. I probably would have spun away from that too. Movie release dates. Seen them come up in this division plenty of times. And no, those questions are very hard to figure out because you can't just say what year did this come out because you get too easy. So there's some very complex questions in there. And then the one movie he probably didn't want in the deep cuts round, it just came to bite him. The wheel was not his friend today, but it was mine, and it's a good feeling. As David and Kevin and definitely know, I do enjoy playing in the tournaments, despite the fact that I haven't played in this one for over a year and a half. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. Whoever wins the next tournament, and then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens from there. It's a good feeling, and sometimes being the champ and not being able to play in so many tournaments, and you kind of feel like, am I going to start to get rusty? And a couple of recent matches have taken that. There's been a couple of matches where I definitely haven't been at my best. This was a good match. There were some really tough questions in there. And as always, I'm going to criticize myself because I should have got Back to the Future one in round 1.
He's criticizing himself, getting 30 points and not being rusty at all. No ring rust on this guy. David, how do you feel about this match? I mean, you probably
30 points in 3 rounds, 8-0, 6 knockouts. Yes, we continue to do what we do. So yeah, I'm wondering who's going to stop this guy in TMGeek. That's it. Just this. There is no stopping Joe. It's as simple as that.
Question. So now you know that Brittany is sitting there with that that nice little championship token or whatever you want to call it in her pocket. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know what Brittany has in common with Joe? I'm coaching her. So I'm looking forward to that. But again, Brittany probably has to go through me first. So yeah, I really want. Yeah.
Not with a title shot, she doesn't. No, that's very true.
That is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Brittany, I have always spoken very highly of Brittany. I think she has the makings of a championship level player, but she has to play in a 5-rounder yet. And I think
true.
I will be surprised if the first time she plays in a 5-rounder, she beats Joe. That's all I'm going to say.
Brittany's a hell of a player. She really is.
Yeah.
I've been sort of following her since our first match. Obviously, we joined the same we're part of the same faction over in fandom. Dave and I have both been, me, David, Tyler, Brittany, all sort of worked together to make sure we're at the top level we can be. But the fact that David and I have played in title matches over there, they've prepared 5 deep cuts for us, and I know that she knows what a deep cut is. And yeah, she's a scary, scary player, and that'll be a hell of a match.
I'm excited. I can't wait for that match next season.
You like bring her in and scare them.
I know, right? Here and be like, and the next match is.
We actually wrote 2 matches. Get ready!
Surprise!
Who would do a thing like that?
But no, I'm not going to be that mean to you. But yeah, we will. We'll see when that happens. Who knows?
Oh fuck!
It'll be soon. It'll be soon. I have spoken with Brittany. She didn't want to make this a 3-way, so but we'll talk about it later. All right, so I'm going to drop you guys to the back.
Yeah,
congratulations,
thank you guys so much for this.
And we're going to bring our unfortunate second place finisher but still tournament winner Antonio Chavez. Buddy, this just wasn't the wheel, just not in your favor.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I honestly think it, if I'm being honest, it went how I expected because, Joe's just on another level. And despite, I'll always take pride in winning the tournament, but I knew that I still, in a way, had to, go through a lot. Maybe like what Rocky went through, maybe I had to, take the loss and maybe I'll come back strong with a vengeance, but I still knew I had a lot more work to do. I went through a lot. So, and I feel like I definitely earned my way here, but in no way did I think that maybe this was going to be something where it still had to come down to a lot of luck. I actually think kind of the fact that I actually thought Joe was going to go perfect overall. So the fact that he missed some and showed that he's human kind of made me feel a bit better, but I just knew that I would have also had to be like a machine. And the round 2 was a pain in the ass. And I would have liked for it to just for fun, just to at least have it go all the 5 rounds. But Joe's a monster, and that's what he does. So I definitely want to, hopefully be back because I hate, again, I respect all my other fellow competitors in this league. I just don't want to keep hearing about other people. I want to still be in the conversation, respect other people, but I still want to be the one that is the perennial, I guess, contender for the belt. So I'm going to keep working on that and get back to it.
7-3, and your losses are against excellent players, so you're definitely still in the picture. Hunter, what you got to say about that?
As a manager, I'm always going to put a lot of blame on myself. I do that naturally. And seeing what happened in round 2, I kind of wish I didn't push Antonio to spinning away from it. That was completely on me. But my mindset going through it was, again, it's mixed bag. You never know what questions are going to come up. You never know what questions you could be asked about, movies you could be asked about. It's just so, it's such a mind meld of different movies.
Yep.
But again, release dates, great questions in release dates. They're just, what are you going to do? I mean, yeah, of course. I know this man wrote them. But yeah.
What was you?
My bad, bro.
Again, I'm going to put a lot of pressure and blame on myself. Antonio studied his ass off. He's a true champion. He's a true warrior. This mistake was on me. So, that's all I got to say.
Fair enough, buddy. All right, so we've heard from Antonio and Hunter. Tough break, but like I said, you have an excellent record. I know you'll be right back in the picture. Mm-hmm. So we'll drop you to the back, and we'll see you next season, bud. All right, Abel, let's recap, bud.
I don't know what just happened, bro.
I know, man. That was insane. Joe is.
I bought all this beer.
I know. I brought an extra beer. I was ready to be up here for an hour. Or two, but
I think both competitors summarized it perfectly. Sometimes the luck of the draw just hits you like a ton of bricks, and I think Antonio just maybe studied a couple categories really hard and just had one come up that he wasn't really fully prepared for. That deep cut round also really I think that just not go how he wanted it to, because those were some hard ones, and I honestly was very shook that Joe got all of them, because that is big on him.
That's scary.
Other than that, it was a good time. Champ's still the champ. Antonio's still a great player.
Right.
This is. I mean, it's not gonna change a whole lot for the landscape, but just for the feeling overall, we know there's a guy up top still who it's gonna take a lot to take him down, and Antonio's might still be the guy to do it, but it's gonna take some more time, some more effort, some more training, some more blood, sweat, and tears, and we'll see how it goes.
May have to get Joe into some more matches next year too. maybe non-title matches, maybe some 3-rounders just to keep him.
I don't think we need to keep this guy exercised, to be honest.
Yeah,
what he called himself?
He has
Joey 5 belts. Trying to get 7
like Tom
belts.
Brady. He's like Tom Brady. He needs that.
For me, he's like Lionel Messi. 7 Ballon d'Or. That's a closer to home metaphor.
Fair. All right, let's talk about some other stuff. So, end of the season. Thank you guys for tuning in to the whole season. 51 episodes. That is, it really means a lot to me. I want to thank Lillian, first of all. She's been my rock, and she's done an impressive job with, turning this into something awesome. I think the intros are awesome. I think not having to do editing is fantastic. So she's great, and I love her to death, and I appreciate this more than ever. I want to thank Abel. I love you, brother, and thank Jacob West, Papa West. I love you. Tyler Birch, Chad, love you guys. Jay Burns, thank you for helping me test questions. So yeah, I just wanted to throw out those big thank yous. If I missed anybody who helped me on the desk, thank you as well. Just to this was a big season, and I want next season to be great as well. So I want to introduce Abel as my new co-commissioner in TMGeek. So he will be now helping me write questions, put together matches, host matches, all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to next year. We've already been talking about it, and it really gets me excited. So I'm looking forward to whatever happens. I will be in contact with everyone about next season, which is going to be upon us faster than you think. So anyway, I want to talk about the bracket challenge. We had a bracket challenge. Can I share it?
Yeah, but there's nothing.
You have a winner to announce, huh?
What is it?
Someone's getting a gift card.
Yeah, I know. What's the update?
The banners.
Oh. What is that? Really?
Yeah.
Who is this?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's him.
We have a mystery winner.
Well, I have to. We're gonna have to go either by the honor system, or I'm gonna have to pay to get the email address.
Yeah. So we don't know who this is. We're probably not going to pay to get the email address. So we had thought Lillian won it, but she just looked it up. She just double checked, and the winner is Tyler Rex Shop. So I don't know who that is. If you're in the room, raise your hand. All right, apparently not. If you are Tyler Rex Shop, and you did fill out a tournament bracket, please send me a DM on Facebook or put a comment down here. I'll contact you, and we will get you the $50 Amazon gift card that we promised. So yeah, I'm not sure who that is, but like I said, we can't see the email. So yeah. So yeah. Now Lillian's mad because she got third. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you can show the bracket. So this is the final bracket for our little bracket challenge that everyone did, where like I said, everyone knows Antonio was the victor in this tournament, hence the reason he played Joe tonight. So here's the winner at the top. Rank 1, score 15, picks 10 out of 15. So whoever Tyler Rex Shop is, that's
actually it's tied with Robert Brings It.
Oh, it is tied. So we're gonna have to split it. To Dave, is that you, David? Oh no, Robert Brings It to TMG. So that might be Robert. All right. So anyway, we'll contact these people. If you are these people, contact me. All right. Anyway, sorry.
Shout out to the peoples.
So yeah, I know. Sorry about all the confusion. I thought I was about to announce that Lillian had won.
Yeah, it's anyone game.
Yeah,
Anyone
she ended
game,
up
really.
being the third place finisher here, but that's okay. All right, so we'll drop this out. I want to close out by saying again, thank you to everyone. Looking forward to season 3. If you're interested in playing, please drop your name at the bottom. Join our TMG Trivia Facebook page and let me know, or Facebook chat Abel and let him know. Either one of us now will be the new contacts for TMG Trivia or TMGeek. I mean, so
join up. It's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's go.
So anyway, all right. So we will we'll see you next season. Joe Farrelly is the champ. Still moving into next season. Brittany still holds on to her champ's token. So we'll see what happens moving into season 3. But we'll see you then. Everyone, keep geeking out.